You know your German Shepherd. Their family. That loyal, whip-smart, and protective dog you trust with your life. But even the best dogs have a breaking point. When a GSD feels cornered or threatened, their primal instincts can kick in, and knowing how to read their silent language is the only thing that stands between a warning and a bite. We're going to walk you through the 5 critical red flags that signal your GSD is feeling threatened and might be about to attack, giving you the power to see the signs and de-escalate before it's too late. It happens in a flash. 1 second your dog is relaxed, the next they've gone completely still, every muscle coiled like a spring. So many owners say an attack came out of nowhere. But the truth is, the signs were there, they just weren't seen. Learning to spot these signals isn't just about good dog training. It's about keeping your family, your community, and the dog you love safe. Red flag number 1, the freeze and the hard stare. The first and maybe most unsettling red flag is a sudden, dead-still freeze. Your GSD will just stop all movement, becoming totally rigid. This isn't the kind of pause they make when they hear a squirrel outside. This is a state of intense, high alert. Their body will be tense, maybe with their weight shifted forward, and their tail might be held high and stiff sometimes with a slow, almost mechanical wag. This freeze is often paired with a hard, direct stare that doesn't waver. And that's a problem because, in the dog world, a hard stare is a direct challenge. Your dog isn't just looking. They're sizing up a threat and trying to decide what to do next. If you see this, the key is to create space. Don't walk toward them, and try not to make direct eye contact, which they can see as you challenging them back. Just calmly try to redirect their attention without making any sudden moves. Red flag number 2, raised hackles. Red flag number 2 is when the hair along your dog's spine and neck stands straight up. It's called piloerection, but most people just call it raised hackles. Now, hackles can also go up when a dog is super excited or even just startled. But when you see it combined with other tense body language, it's a major red flag. Why is this so serious? Because it's an involuntary reaction. It's their body being flooded with adrenaline in response to what they perceive as a threat. It means your GSD is on high alert and is getting ready to defend themselves. The best response is immediate de-escalation. Give them space. This is not the time to try and pet or soothe them, because a touch can be misinterpreted and make things worse. Your only goal should be to calmly remove either your dog or the trigger from the situation. Have you ever seen your German Shepherd do one of these things? Drop a comment below and let us know how you handled it. Your story could really help out another owner. Red flag number 3, bared teeth and snarling. Okay, this third red flag is one of the most obvious, but it's usually not the first one you'll see. When a dog pulls its lips back to show its teeth, especially with a low snarl or growl, they are sending a crystal clear message. Back off. Now, this isn't a doggy smile. It's a direct threat display. This is a serious escalation because it's often one of the last warnings a dog gives before they feel they have no other choice but to bite. They're literally telling you they're uncomfortable and are prepared to use force if the threat doesn't go away. If you see bared teeth, stop everything you're doing. And whatever you do, don't punish the growl. It's a vital warning sign. You need to listen to it. Back away slowly and give the dog the space they are so clearly asking for. Red flag number 4, ignoring commands. A fourth, and really troubling, red flag is when your normally well-behaved GSD completely tunes you out. You know your dog has a rock-solid sit or come, but now it's like you're not even there. That's a dog that is no longer in a thinking state of mind. This is a huge deal because it shows their arousal level has shot so high that your voice just isn't cutting through the noise in their head. Their brain has flipped a switch from cooperative to purely reactive. Shouting the command over and over isn't going to work. Instead, you need to manage the environment. Calmly and quickly, use their leash to lead them away from whatever has them so fixated. Once you create some distance, their stress level can start to come down. Red flag number 5, growling, aggressive barking and lunging. The final red flag is when things get loud and action-oriented. We're talking about a deep, chesty growl, ferocious barking, and lunging toward a person or another animal. These actions are the absolute final steps before a potential bite. At this stage, the dog is actively trying to make the threat leave and is on the verge of physical contact. A lunge, in particular, is a serious escalation that closes the distance and can precede a bite. The risk of a bite is now extremely high, and you need to act immediately and decisively. You must get your dog out of there. Use your leash to pull them back and away, and if you can, put a barrier, like a car or a door, between your dog and the target. Don't try to get in the middle of them. Just focus on moving your dog away to safety. But it's so important to ask why this happens. This kind of aggression almost never comes from a place of malice. It's usually driven by fear, pain, guarding something they value, or feeling trapped. Your GSD might be protecting their space, their favorite toy, their people, or themselves. If this behavior is new or comes on suddenly, it could also be a sign of a medical problem, so getting them checked out by a vet is always a smart move. The proactive solution. Reacting to red flags is a survival skill, but being proactive is the long-term solution. Socializing your GSD from a young age teaches them that new people and other dogs aren't automatically threats. Consistent, positive training builds a strong line of communication and improves their impulse control. And remember, a tired dog is a happy dog. Make sure your GSD gets plenty of exercise and mental puzzles to keep that brilliant brain busy and prevent frustration from boiling over. If you're seeing these signs, don't wait. Get help from a certified professional dog trainer or a veterinary behaviorist. Honestly, understanding your German Shepherd is the single best tool you have for keeping everyone safe. When you can recognize the hard stare, the raised hackles, the bared teeth, the selective hearing, and the final warnings of growling and lunging, you become your dog's best advocate. You can see when they're in over their head and step in before they feel forced to escalate. By learning their language, you build a bond of trust that is truly unbreakable and ensure that your loyal companion remains a safe and cherished part of your family. If you want to learn more about raising a confident, well-behaved GSD, go ahead and subscribe and ring that notification bell for more of our training guides.